So, a very warm good evening to all present here. Myself, Manik, your class Speakathon coordinator, and today we will be discussing about artificial intelligence and its pros and cons. So, we will be deeply getting into the topic. Although the topic is not related to our educational domain, but hoping to get some insightful ideas from all of you and hoping to have a healthy conversation about the topic. So, Megha, please start the topic and let us start this wonderful discussion.
Good evening, everyone. So, the topic for the day is artificial intelligence. And artificial intelligence, or the AI system, you can say, in normal words, I would like to say it is the ability of a computer to act like a human being. It has several applications, including its kind of software like stimulations. So basically, artificial intelligence is the fifth generation of the computers. We have learned in our previous schooling or in graduation terms, like first generation, second generation, third generation, how the computer was invented and all that of thing.
Yeah.
So basically, artificial intelligence is a kind of robotic thing. Like the intelligence a human carries, it is a type of artificial intelligence that is installed into a system and it is interactable to you. Like robots, you have seen a film like Robot. It is a human characterization, and that was played by Mr. Rajnikant. And he was facing a dual role in that. Like he was a scientist who created a robot
Yeah.
naming Chitti. You must have seen that. So that robot works on the artificial intelligence, not on the natural intelligence we have. Natural intelligence is the humans are having, but a machine cannot have this. Humans are only the one who are getting installed that type of IQ, that quotient, intelligence quotient in that system. So that system becomes very interactive and more faster than us, more reliable than us. We are having many uses of that artificial intelligence today's world.
Yeah.
Like robots are being used for military camps, for detecting bombs in the underground material, and in the also in the medical history they're also being used because they can the type of calculating timing, the timing of artificial intelligence installed in them is super fast and super true. You cannot doubt them because they work on the facts and figures installed in them, not on the myths or the superstitions the humans follow, and they get confused like we have to do this or not. Robots are very clear. Artificial intelligence make them clear. They have a decision making power. They have good speech recognition. They have the visual perception towards everything. And not only the intelligence I'm talking about is the for the robots only. Robots are not now being so much improvised that emotional quotient is also being added to them so that they can have feelings also. They can understand the human feelings, whether it is sad, whether it is anger, whether it is love, whether it is happiness. Any kind of emotion is now being getting felt by the robots also. So basically, the artificial intelligence uh, is the way of making a computer, robot, or a software think and act like a human. So
Yeah.
there was a robot named I didn't remember, in Dubai. There's a human robot in the form of a female robot. I don't know the name, but it is like that. And I would also introduce you like John McCarthy, born in 1927, and he lasted up to 2011. So he was an American computer scientist who coined the term artificial intelligence.
Oh,
And he was the founder of this artificial intelligence in today's world. like we can say he's the father of giving the term artificial intelligence. What was artificial intelligence?
Yeah, so thank you, Mega, for your wonderful views. Now, I think I would like to get deep into the topic specifically because we have not we have gone through about all of this that you have said in this conversation, and this was really insightful information that you have provided in this group discussion. Now, I would like to ask that what are the primary benefits of this artificial intelligence thing that is coming on board in our like India. In India also, I have read about one industrialist who's quoting that automation, that is like just artificial intelligence and machine learning, this will take 50%, more than 50% of jobs by 2030, and there will be new job sections or organized, and this whole thing will probably be the next big thing in the century. So Rubal, if you have some insights about this and you can share about any advantages of this particular thing and the concept of artificial intelligence, please let us know.
As we all know that artificial intelligence had changed the world so much and will many more changes into our daily days. According to the report from the World Economic Forum, 85 billion jobs will be replaced by the machine with artificial intelligence by the year 2025.
Okay.
So yes, it will replace some jobs, but other are either have to say or will be created a new thanks to artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
Artificial intelligence is already integrated into our daily lives. If we take an example, many of us are using virtual assistants such as Google Assistants that in the near future, artificial intelligence will be more integrated into our daily lives and coming innovations that are based on international artificial will transfer the world for good. And as we talk about the other advantages of artificial intelligence will help to people with the special needs and senior citizens to live independently using 5G and artificial intelligence together. Doctor can perform robotic surgeries with which will be very helpful in improving the access to health care services. Human and machine together can do wonderful using artificial intelligence.
Yeah, so great point that this will disrupt our industry so well that even doctors will not be having so much failures, that sometimes I think there are human errors in hospitality or treating patients correctly. So I think that is a major big point. Also, there will be new comprehensive plans for businesses because new age businesses will be set up upon, and it is it is a side of kind of pros also and cons also, because when new jobs will be taking place, for that old jobs have to be finished altogether. And I think banking system will also be turning a huge point, because I personally I look up into great matters of data analytics, data science, and this whole thing is so crazy that without putting so much efforts inside into, I can know the fact that the consumer is not buying the right product. I would like to share one example. Like there was a marketing campaign going on when Colgate was at its saturation point. It was back in 2020 to 2008 and 2012 years, I guess. So there was a thing that Colgate was on the top of the market in toothpaste brands. So Colgate company hired marketing specialist to get to know about how we can improve the Indian size consumers and make them use more and more toothpaste. So people will not brush 3 times a day or 2 times a day in India, but if we can increase their consumption by broadening down the lid of toothpaste, the lid through which the toothpaste comes out, if we brought them they brought it by 0.001 mm, and due to which the toothpaste whose annual consumption was 30 days, it was getting finished in 25 days or 23 days. So that was the severity, that was the use of this artificial intelligence and all of this data thing, which grown the business of Colgate when they were at saturation point 2. So I think that that really helps, and in businesses also, the retail analytics, the whole algorithm kind of things will bloom up really virtuously, and they will create much more benefits for big business firms and the small fishes in the startup era, and the the fifth industrialization that we talk almost every day. So I think artificial intelligence and machine learning will create immense amount of employment, because people will need to operate these things, and when people will skilled about these things, then they will be having more employability than these times, because more opportunities will come on board, and these more opportunities will be taken into consideration by the young entrepreneurs, and they will be drivers of our economic development. But I think this is the good part of the story. We need to get about see about the bad or the negative impact of the story too. So any one of you who can share that these are the disadvantages that this particular artificial intelligence thing will have in future. Yes, Sanjeev, you want to share something?
Yes, Manik, there are many disadvantages of the artificial intelligences. First is there is a high cost of implementation in setting up of artificial intelligences based machines and computers, etc. It entails huge cost given the complexity of engineering that goes into building one. For the first evident of the implementation is Apple acquired Siri for 200 million, and the second implementation evident is the Amazon acquired Alexa for $26 million in 2013. And the next disadvantage is there is a risk of unemployment because machine take over the places of human beings. And third is I think there is a it accelerate hacking because all the works is based on the software, and there are many cyber attacks like phishing, etc., which is done in the software. So there are many disadvantages. And next is there is a lack of creativity in the artificial intelligence because it never acquired the ability of human skills. It is master in the skills, but is it never acquired the skills of human being. So there are many disadvantages of the artificial intelligence.
Yeah, so that is a really great point of yours, Sanjeev. And I think Sunil wants to add up to you something. Sunil, can you
Yeah, Manik. First of all, lack out of box thinking. Machine can perform only those tasks which they are designed or programmed to do. Anything out of that, they tend or crash or give irrelevant output, which could be major backdrop. And second with emotions, there is no doubt that machines are much better than it comes to working efficiently, but they cannot replace human connection that make the team. Machine cannot develop a bond within human, which is an essential attribute when it comes to team management.
Yeah, so that was a really great point, Sunil. Thank you for your wonderful insights. And now I think this conversation has been a lot about the positive and negative impacts of this artificial intelligence thing. So, Megha, if we are considering our next decade to be to be the most industrialization phase of this century, so are you of a view that this artificial intelligence thing is a flag which will take our country towards the developed countries strata?
Yes, Manik, it would be a very good development in our country. Being a part of a developing countries, a country can grow very much in this artificial intelligence, as there is a need of this artificial intelligence because India is rated as the most laziest country.
Yeah.
So if the artificial intelligence is introduced and robots are introduced, they are roaming around in your home like a normal person, like your domestic pup, your kittens are roaming. So a robot can roam also around in your home. You
Yeah.
can make him do the work of your home. You can make him do your assignments. It would be so easier for Indian country, I think.
Yeah, so I think from that major point of mopping and sweeping around the whole house. So one of my friend who is living in Canada, he has bought a artificial vacuum cleaner. It is kind of a round shaped vacuum cleaner, and he just pinned that off. He just turned it on, and then the whole robot vacuum cleaner that cleans the whole house in one and a half hour. So I think that is really great thing. We don't want human interaction at all. And the people who are at this lower level jobs, they are very much busy in their different because they have multiple jobs, and these kind of skills require more people, but eventually these skills have less more people to be recruited. So I think that is the major turn that this technology thing will take place, because he says that he saved $100, that is like 7,000 rupees every week. So every week he's saving 7,000 rupees out of his hard earned money, and on an year average he's saving more than 4 to 5 lakh rupees by this basic technology only. So I think that this technology will save a lot more cost for us as a consumer, because this technology is thing, when it will be produced on economies of scale, then it will be hell cheaper for people like us. For the lower middle class strata, it will be hell useful, and it will provide a lot of more saving opportunities as a consumer. But on the other hand, producers have their losses aligned to, as Sanjeev has discussed in his sharing, that the company.
India has introduced a robot named Miko.
Oh.
It is a kind of tutor for your children. Like parents usually avail it for their children only. It is a
Okay.
small kind of a cute robot, and it roams around your children like small puppies surrounding you here and there. And it makes them learn things. Like it is a kind of educator robot. It
Yeah.
doesn't thinks of any other type of care like emotions, like beta naha le, kha le, baith ja, this and that. It doesn't speak like that. It is a kind of educator robot. It educates the children, small
Yeah.
children. It is totally made for children friendly up to I think age of 10 to 9 years, I think.
Yeah, from that point, I think I have seen a video on Facebook that there was a machine which was teaching impaired kids who are not who have some who are specially challenged. So for them also, there are specific kind of machines who, with the help of artificial intelligence and algorithm, teach them how to be a better person in terms of skills. I think I have seen on the show. I think there is a show that comes on Sony TV called Shark Tanks, and there was two or three set of people who has introduced a software, and they have efficiently put that in an hardware attached thing, through which impaired kids are also being taught easily. Because I think there are people who are physically challenged in our country. They don't get the right place to be taught, and they are then not skilled as compared to the normal population. So I think that is, I think, the revolutionary kind of thing that this artificial technology will bring on board, when it comes in our day-to-day lives. And I think now also this algorithm, this data science and this analytics part is into our life so much that even when we want to order pizza from Zomato, the automatic, there is automatic review system. There is like a 4-star, 3-star and 5-star system, due to help of which we can order the pizza which is been ordered by most of the people and reviewed healthily. Healthily means reviewed good, excellent in terms of that. So I think that is also artificial intelligence. It collects all the data and then it just frames the data in to create better human interface. So that is also a great thing. Now I would like to ask Kritik about her views, and this would be the last go to conversation, and after this we will be concluding the session all on.
According to me, artificial intelligence play a vital role because it reduces in human error also. If we take example like digital assistants, or if we take example like daily applications or daily basis, artificial intelligence uses the use of artificial intelligence is very much. Likewise, if I take any example, for example, nowadays students are not that much efficient that they have skills to do multitasking. A lot of works are assigned to them, so these robots, these things are helping them a lot. And this is invented by Stanford Johann Mccarthy, and it is used in our daily life. For instance, if I take anything like in logistic way, in planning inventory, anything, and in any way, these artificial intelligence are playing a vital role. Without them, our life is becoming like unimaginable. We
Yeah,
all need these things.
yeah,
Means we are not surviving without these things. Even if we have to go somewhere, we need mobile phones.
true,
Without mobile phone, our life is nothing nowadays. We forget to eat, but we do not forget to take mobile phone with us when we
true.
go outside.
That's true. That's, I think, last working day of our college also, like I think Wednesday. I ignored having breakfast, but I did not ignore taking up my cell phone with me. So that, I think, that is the most relatable example that I have been came across when you have said about this. So thank you for making me remind that when coming on Monday, have your big breakfast first.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, so thank you, Megha. Thank you, Kritika, for sharing wonderful views of yours. So, in era where data will be the new oil for the countries, and data rich countries are like US, China, and India. India will be the most richest company in terms of data, and I think, and I pray to God that India becomes the richest company here in this world. So, where data is the new oil, artificial intelligence is coming to us with smart assistants, starting from Alexa, Siri to OK Google, to disease mapping companies, to disease diagnosing mapping, which is done only on the basis of data. And I forgot to tell you about, I have watched this documentary of Moneyball. It is nothing but it is there is two teams of baseball who are fighting together, and they are fighting for last 30 years, and one team is losing from last 30 years. Now, instead of hiring a new coach, the team owner goes to a statistician, and that statistician then evaluate the whole data of the cheapest players that are that are here at all globe, or in the whole US, because baseball is majorly played in US. So they go to a statistician, then that statistician derives the data, and that the deep research studies been gone on that, and by using certain computer application, they predict that after winning 17 games, if one player will be dropped, or one player might get injured, then we will replace that player with the another player, and after that we will not lose one game in next 3 months. And they predict that, and that thing get real, and they won for first time in those 30 years. And also there was one data scientist who developed the data of Virat Kohli post he turned vegan. So he turned vegan because he was not feeling much good. So he was not getting that much efficiency in terms of his sports playing. So after researching on that data, that how he will be proving, and that after that a time came when that scientist predicted that after this time Virat Kohli will score 3 consecutive hundreds, and Virat Kohli not knowingly hit 300s in a row, and that was the prediction. I think that shocked me so much that I think the artificial intelligence thing will not only improve our daily day to day life course, but also it will it will bring efficiency on board, it will bring higher competency on board, and lastly and most importantly, it will bring better humans on globe, because I think there
I
will
want to
be.
conclude one line last.
Yeah,
It is
yeah, yeah.
said by Amit Rai, as more and more artificial intelligence is entering into the world, more and more emotional intelligence must enter into leadership.
Yeah, I think because now in our world where divorce is with where toxic relationship are at peak, I think the people need to be
Due
more
to
mature.
sharing, it is happening due to sharing more information with people that we do not know. Instead of people we know, we are sharing information with someone who do not even know us.
Yeah, true, Kritika. Because I think these self-driving cars will come. Everything will be futuristic, but we as a human needs to be skilled and polished in terms of our emotional intelligence. And third, we need to have good human relations, because good human relations will positively make us a better human being, and then being a better human being, we will be able to operate better machines altogether. And artificial intelligence and automation altogetherly will be the next teacher, will be the next entrepreneur for the whole country. And third, it might be the next banker, next doctor. And I think this will reduce the human interaction which causes bureaucracy. And India being the richest country in bureaucracy will improve a lot in terms of efficiency and in terms of profit motive also. Because when this machines when these machines will be introduced with automation, then they will prosper more better results outlined. So thank you so much all of you, and hoping to see you guys in the next GD. And thank you for being here, and I would like to end this GD by thanking you all, and have a good night.